Hey everybody, this is Sean Spicer, and I got Horsey the Horse. Yep, he's right next to me. And my co-host. I'm the host, co-host. We're both the hostess. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, hostess. So anyway, ready? Ready. Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Podcast
Podcast Talk
Talk
with
with
Sean
Sean
and
and
Horsey.
Horsey. Ooh, that was really good.
Hmm, much better than the last time.
Yeah, you keep interrupting me. So anyway, this is our first ever episode, and I'm really excited for this to finally sit down with you and finally get this episode out. Oh, and thank you all so much for those wonderful suggestions. And hopefully someday in the future we might get some special guests on the podcast. But this is our first episode, so I need to take things slow. You got that right, buddy. So what are we talking about today? Well, today, and this is from a comment I got from YouTube, from our YouTube channel. Nope, not our YouTube channel, Sean Spicer Entertainment's channel. Nope, this is coming from my channel. I thought so. You need to start posting more. I'll try when I get a chance. So anyway, what I was trying to say is, um, there was a topic that really struck me for, and this is what we did for the first episode. So, and this one has to do with kindness. Kindness. Whew, we definitely need some kindness in our world right now. Yeah, I know. Exactly. You know, kindness is making me think of Ellen DeGeneres for some reason. Ellen DeGeneres? The voice of Dory? Mm-hmm. What about her? I don't know. It's just about the phase where, um, during her time at that Ellen DeGeneres show, she did the what did she do? She did the Be Kind to One Another campaign. And, you know, it turns out she became the meanest person ever. Oh, oh wow. I honestly barely watched the show and I never knew about that. That's crazy. And it kind of goes to show that a lot of people would be try to be kind, you know, especially celebrities, big celebrity status that would try to, put their ego up on there, like the be kind ego and everything, and then deep down inside, they're scamming something, which I do not like. Me neither. I don't like it when people do that. They fake it till you make it. Fake your way to the top, round and around. Fake your way to the top. Okay, we're getting out of topic. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, kindness is really important because I feel like anything can happen, and it might not happen right away, but sooner or later, it'll come to you. It'll come back to you. The more kindnesses you give to other people, the more you'll get, or you get. The more you give, the more you get. You know, it's like the season of giving for Christmas. You're absolutely right on that. Um, Actually, I feel like since we're talking about kindness, I should really talk about something that's, you know, kind of similar because something did happen to me. Um, this was back when I was in college. I was hanging out in a bar and I was just chilling it out. Just like having a night of my life. And there was a birthday party in that bar, and there was someone who came out, and she was like really not in a happy mood. She was really sad, and her all of her friends that were at the party just left her in the middle of nowhere. Oh dear. I wasn't there when that happened, was I? Nope, you weren't there. You weren't there. Yeah, because that was a time you didn't go out. You didn't go out. You were busy doing a lot of work. I definitely remember that one, but I didn't say it to you. I didn't say anything. I kept it quiet. But she was really upset, and you know, she lived in Wisconsin, and keep in mind, there was a bridge. There was a bridge. The college I went to was in Iowa, in Dubuque, Iowa, and the bridge to Wisconsin was like on the other side. And there's another, and of course, there was also another bridge that goes to Illinois. Yeah, I think I already know this. Ever since I've gone to a college in Dubuque as well. Not the same one as you, but I've been there, and so yeah, I knew the different bridges and everything. But anyway, continue. Thank you. No, no, and keep in mind, you're not disrupting me. Anyway, I decided to give her a ride because I really just I couldn't stay, just leave and let her stay, being upset and everything. So I asked her, you know, I is it okay if I could take you to your home? And she was like, yeah, sure. And she was going through a lot, so I I took her to my car, and I drove to the house, and we had a conversation a little bit, and this and this was this was a single young mother, a young lady mother, and she was like my age, becoming a single mother. Oh, wow. So then later on, once we got there, we kept talking and everything, but um after when that happened, once I dropped her off, she gave me a kiss on the cheek. Sean, that is so amazing. Yeah, and I honestly was not expecting it. I was just trying to be really good, but yeah, I won't forget that moment. And keep in mind, this was when I was, I had very little bit, I had a little bit of money, for gas to get back home, get back home once I'm done for the semester, and I had enough money and I didn't have that much fuel in my tank. So I had to think smart, and I did risk it, but it was the only way. Wow, wow, that's that's crazy. Yeah, so that definitely shows that kindness has a way of coming back to you. Anything that you do, it will remain to you, and even if you do something with it, it's just it's totally a miracle. And yeah, I definitely agree for sure. And yeah, um, you know, going back what you said, things definitely come back for sure. And I definitely helped a lot of people on the other side, and I definitely helped a lot of people. I've been spreading through a lot of stories about what's going on and all around the world, not just here in our home in the U.S., but also outside. The Middle East, Australia, Africa, Brazil, all that kind of stuff. And I was kind of helping that too, and you know, and now I'm friends with a lot of those guys now on my social media pages. Yeah, I seen that. I definitely seen that. I seen that. So yeah, why are we talking about this again? I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah, very funny. Okay, so anyway, the reason why we're talking about this because at this point right now we're at a phase where there is a lot of hate happening right now, and and it's just crazy, crazy, and you do something that's really bad, and people they'll just like come after you. They'll come after you, or not really come after you, but yeah, actually yeah, they come after you. But the biggest thing is they're gonna come, it's gonna come back and haunt you once you keep that in your head. Okay, right. So yeah, as of now, because there's a lot of hate right now, definitely a lot of hate. And it's not just yeah. Actually, it is hate in general. We're talking like hate for ethnicities, hate for religion. There's hate for just you know, you know, you know gender and gender for sure. Definitely for sure. Yeah, that's just that's the biggest. Those are the biggest things, and yeah, it's just I really think we need to stop for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leviticus 19:18, one of my favorite Bible verses that we used, and VeggieTales use it too. It was, love your neighbor as yourself, and this is really important. If you guys read the Bible and you hear that, that's the most important thing you need to do. So even if you don't agree with each other with this, you have different points of view of life or different points of view or everything, or if one was Christian or the other one's an atheist, I'm just giving you examples, but kindness is the key. That's the biggest key here. Okay? Yeah, exactly the point. So, yeah. So keep that in mind when it comes to kindness, everybody. And we'll definitely see you around, for sure. Thank you so much for that requestment, for the kindness. And this is a really good way to start the episode. So thank you all so much, everyone, for tuning in. And keep that message up, dude.
Yep, that's the end of podcast talk with Sean and Horsey.